everyone. So we're coming to the end of January. It's been a bit of a crap month for me, and January always is a bit rubbish, just in general. Last year I was in a car accident. This year my mental health isn't great, probably due to COVID and being in lockdown for so long. But I'm kind of coming out of that now and feeling a lot more positive. But I wanted to talk about cystitis. Yay! So I have got cystitis. It happened, well, I could start to feel the effects of it today at about 10:30 a.m. And I just got to a point where I was like going to the toilet 17 times within like 10 minutes. And I was like, I just need to sit here and I feel really uncomfortable. And I've had it enough in the last 12 months to know as soon as it happens what's going on with me. So I'd say about 6 months ago, I had it quite badly where I had to get antibiotics. And to the point where, like, for example, I am up all night long, sat on the toilet in lots of pain. And then another 4 months ago, I had the same situation. But I wasn't near a doctor. I didn't have access to a doctor, so I just had to flush it out, and it was a really horrible situation. And then obviously now today. So what I've been doing is I have been drinking or guzzling water, but I'm not a big water drinker, so I've been using protein shakers. This isn't the protein shaker I'm using, but this is in my car. But I've been using these, and I've probably had about 7 full so how much is in this? 700 mils. So 7 of those. So it's quite a lot. It's a lot more water than I would usually drink, mixed with blackcurrant and apple squash. Now I don't know how good that is, because obviously it's mixed with something. But this is what I will have. And I just don't really like water. So it makes drinking water a lot more easier for me and getting that fluid and flushing it out. I've also had my stock of cystitis sachets. So yes, I have my little medicine box. It's jam-packed in there. And I've had 2. So I actually had 2 really close together at the time where it was really bad, and I couldn't leave the toilet. So I have only had 2 so far today, and I will have a 3rd one just before I go to bed. But I guess, I just talk about the symptoms for me today. Today, it's not been painful for me. It's been more stuck on the toilet and very uncomfortable. So I guess I'm catching it quite early on, and I'm feeling much better. So I feel like I need the toilet right now, but I know that I have nothing in me. I know I probably should just sit there and try and push anything else that I have out, but I just can't. But it's been okay because I've tried. As soon as I feel those cystitis symptoms, I'm guzzling water, I'm getting cystitis sachets. I also never have paracetamol unless I feel like it's the end of the world. And I know that's really dramatic, but when it comes to cystitis in me and any kind of bladder infection or female organs issues, then I'm like, right, grabbing that paracetamol, because I am such a wuss when it comes to managing that pain. So I've had 4 paracetamols today, and I'll probably have some more later if it gets bad, but I'm actually okay right now, so I'm hoping not to, because I try to avoid paracetamol as much as possible. So I won't even have it when I've got a really bad hangover or anything like that. I will literally just have it when I'm stuck on the toilet and feeling totally sorry for myself. So I guess the next thing I'm going to talk about is things I want to try to help with cystitis. Now, obviously there's cranberry juice, and that's supposedly really good, but there is no scientific evidence to support that. And if there is, it's very little and kind of a bit dodgy. And 2, obviously the kind of the main route, if it does get quite serious, is the use of antibiotics, which in an ideal world we don't use. But if it is like on the verge of bladder infection, kidney infection, well, it is a bladder infection. If it's on the verge of kidney infection, then yes, it's painful, and you probably need to go down the antibiotic route. But I have actually been recommended Waterfall D Mano, so D/MANNOSE, in the past by, I think, at least 5 different people who suffer with cystitis and bladder infections on a regular basis. And it's definitely something I want to try. So I am going to give it a go, but this might be something that helps you in the future, and I'm all for giving things a go, because all our bodies are very different, and the way that we react to these things are different. So I am going to give it a go the next time. So I need to buy myself some. I will add a link in the comments below for you to have a quick look. But so far that has had the most kind of buzz around things that really have a significant improvement when it comes to cystitis and bladder infections. So I'm going to give that a go, and then in the future, when I have this problem again, I will come back here and let you know all about it. I also wanted to come in here and talk about why we get cystitis. So there are lots of different reasons. Most common reasons are 2 main things, from my opinion, and from kind of what I've read and off the top of my head, is kind of wiping from back to front when you go to the toilet. Obviously, when you're wiping, you're passing that bacteria from behind to the front, and that's not healthy for you. So it's really, really important to wipe from front to back. Another thing is it's not dehydration, but if you're not drinking enough water, I found that if I'm not drinking enough water, and my immune system is really, really low, then I guess doing certain things and kind of not looking after my well-being will also really impact the likelihood of me getting cystitis. But the main thing for me is not going for a little pee-pee after having sex, and that for me is the biggest reason why I get cystitis, and that is just laziness. It's pure laziness from me. I've had it enough times to now remember that I need to go and do that. Obviously, when I first started having bladder infections, I was like, what the hell, why am I having this? It's really funny. The first time I had it, I actually thought I had an STI because I just didn't know what was going on. So it was really embarrassing. I went to the health clinic and they were like, no, you just need to pee and make sure you drink water before you have sex so that you can pee after sex. That kind of, for me, and I know a lot of other women, is a huge problem. But if we're also talking about older adults here, it is very, very common after 75, if you're 75 and upwards, to have bladder infections. Now, these could be for the same reasons. Also, immune systems could be low. If you're a vulnerable adult and your health isn't very good, then it's going to be really, really hard for your body to fight off any bacterial infections. Now, I am not a doctor, but I am talking from experience and doing so much reading about cystitis, because every single time I get it, I'm like looking to see if there's anything new about it, if there's more research, because I really do think it's something that isn't talked about enough. And there is so much to say, and so many people that go through it. So I hope you like my first little cystitis vlog. I am about to make dinner and maybe go for a walk and watch the last season of Vikings, if you like Vikings. But I hope you all have a lovely day. Ooh, Alexa's going to talk to me in a minute.
Here's your reminder.
What's tomorrow?
Have inside. Here's your reminder. Have inside.
I don't know what that means. Okay. Anyway, so remember, my name is Rosaria Barreto, also known as the Vitality Coach. Please remember to subscribe for all things health and wellness around older age, but also for kind of, I guess I'm kind of going down this new thing of vlogging and healthy aging and longevity. So see you soon. Bye.